game than sacrifice a player's health.
Well, it's all about a player's health, BA, when it's all said and done. A player with minor injuries are usually held out now, sometimes even against their own will. A much different situation than when I was playing many years ago.
So let's take a look at the Chicago Bulls starting lineup. In it forward, it's DeRozan and Williams. Ball runs point with Levine flanking him, and it's Drummond in at the 5 spot. Hardaway with it, guarded now by Ball. Hardaway's shot is good.
Boy, a promising mid-range game that's highlighted by strong fundamentals and mechanics. Hardaway Jr., a productive scorer.
Now here's Levine. His scoring sits at around 31 a game, an impressive number. It's deflected. And here's Doncic outside, and that one's good. And Green with the assist.
Well, we know how good Doncic is with the ball, pulling up off the dribble, so it does him a bunch of good when he's converting his catch-and-shoot jumpers as well. Balances out his offensive game.
Williams misses. Here's Dallas now. They beat the Bulls during their last encounter in Chicago.
They came away with an easy win last time, due in large part to their work on the glass.
And, you know, one of the things about winning the physical battle like they did in that game, it gives you a lot of confidence going into the next meeting. You know you can push this team around in the paint and win the physical battle. Boy, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Lone opportunity.
Well, Grant, one thing Levine has done since entering the league, he's taken his strength training very seriously.
No question. I mean, he can play a much more physical brand of ball now. We even see him post up with his back to the basket, converting through contact. It's just part of his overall evolution.
Just 2 to shoot. And it's Dallas scoring again.
I just love the ball move.
And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Outside Levine. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
And Dallas with possession. They're rolling here. 9 unanswered. Pass to primetime. This one for 3. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
5 straight buckets to start the game. Off to a hot start.
For Chicago, they've gone 0 for 4, missing their first 4 attempts. Now a timeout called by Chicago.
Yeah, there's something wrong with him right now. Have to use that timeout and get him some medical attention.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes play. Pass to DeRozan. Ball outside. Here's Levine. And here is DeRozan. 6 to shoot. Got a hand on it. Here we go, 1-on-1. Here's primetime. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here. All right, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Dallas?
Well, so far, they've been immensely aggressive on the defensive side, denying easy shots, and it's made a difference in the game.
But how about their scoring in transition as well? That's been a big factor to this point. Are those high tops or track shoes these guys are wearing? My goodness.
Here's DeSumo. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. Looking to end the drought. And he'll take a trip to the line for 2. Clearly got fouled on that shot.
And a different kind of score. DeRozan attempted 741 mid-range jumpers last year. Almost 300 more than anyone else.
DeRozan hits them both. And Grant, DeRozan, high volume from the mid-range and extremely accurate.
You know, B.A., he consistently makes about half those shots. And defensively, you know that's his favorite area. But his ball handling and vertical negate anything you throw at him. You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean,
At some point, defensively, you have to take something away.
And now the Mavs on the run. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. Love it.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Pass to DeSumo. DeRozan with the ball. 59 seconds left in the first quarter. And here's Caruso outside. Dinwiddie with the rebound. For Dallas, they've gotten all 8 shots to go. They are red hot. Down low. Here's Primetime. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 12 points for him.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Pass to DeSumo. Now here's DeRozan, guarded closely. He's off on the layup. And Dallas with possession. It's a 21-2 run, totally rolling here. Here's Primetime. Green covering, and it's in there.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Now here's DeRozan. Soft touch off the glass.
Boy, DeRozan comfortable and confident from that area.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks up 19 points as the quarter comes to a close. And their defense has stood out. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And quite a position here for the Mavericks to be in. What do you think, guys?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
On the court for the Bulls, Lonzo Ball is out there with Kobe White. Then there's Zach LaVine. Then it's Andre Drummond. And it's Williams in at the power forward position.
Thanks, guys. Well, Primetime in their last time out against the Kings was all business. He ended up with 37 points, and that was just one element of his production. He ended up with a triple-double on the night. He put up huge numbers last time out. We'll see if it's more of the same tonight. Guys?
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this one. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
Here's Ball. Can't hit that one. Oh, great D that time from Powell.
Oh, guys, the city of Chicago is used to the highest standard. The shadow of those Michael Jordan teams still looms large.
Pure from three-point range.
His efficiency has been a big factor in helping them capture this lead.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Here's Ball. The Bulls with another miss. It feels like once you get a taste of winning, you never want that to end, Grant.
But the reality is, for most franchises, it does end for long periods of time. I hope the fans do appreciate this current Bulls team. There's something to be proud of.
Here's Primetime. Oh, he's been lethal. Connecting again, making him 9 for 9.
This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today. He has yet to miss a shot.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. You know, the point forward is an archetype that by now fans are familiar with. Grant, you were one of the OGs at the point forward. How's that position evolved in your mind?
Well, it's evolved because so many players today have the skill set to be a point forward. Before me, there were guys like Paul Pressey and Scottie Pippen in the 80s and early 90s. But as I said, players today, the skill level is so elite. And with this positionless basketball that we're in, you must have a point forward or two on your team to be successful. Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Pass to Williams. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Looking to win the run. Oh, McGee with the block.
Yeah, if you had to pick the top priority for McGee, I think that's it. Contest shots, block shots, get in the air, use that length to deny shots at the rim. And, you know, during this second quarter, I just don't think he's looked like himself at all.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Dinwiddie's checked in. Let's go with a three. And Prime Time gets it to go. He's got 24.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They should continue to ride the hot hand.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
1:57 left in the first half of basketball. Pass to Levine. Green against McGee. DeSumo on the wing. Clock at 6. Throws it up high. And it's hammered home by Green.
You could just see how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off.
Boy, both ends of that play, guys, were fantastic.
Here's Prime Time. And he goes in for the dunk.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And up the court they come. The Mavericks on the break.
Leaving absolutely nothing on the table right now. Their focus and execution has been outstanding.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Well, the Bulls are a force once again. Zach LaVine said, quote, "It's a new team, a new mindset, and I'm always confident. You step on the line, throw the ball up, and I don't think anybody's better than us. Guys, they're ready."
And they've got the talent to back it up, Allie. Thanks. From deep, another three for Dallas.
His third shot from downtown this quarter, 4 for the game.
Chicago has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Outside Levine. To the paint. Pass to DeSumo. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Levine for 3. The Mavericks pull it in. They put up a nice win against Sacramento last time out.
They were lights out from beyond the arc, and they spaced the floor beautifully in that one.
There's all kind of talk in the game today about stretching the floor, because when you do that, everything else just becomes a little easier.
And Prime Time gets it to go.
And he's coming off.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. The Mavericks. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Dallas has gone a perfect 5 for 5 from deep tonight. Doncic and Hardaway Jr. man the backcourt. Then there's Dwight Powell, and it's Prime Time in at power forward. That's Jason Kidd's 5 as we get into the second half.
Doncic taking pride in setting the table for his teammates. I love his unselfishness.
You know, there was a time years ago when the Mavericks were one of the NBA's shakiest teams. Now they're one of its proudest franchises.
Here's Prime Time. Oh, wow! Oh,
what's up?
Big finish. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless.
He's one of the few players in the NBA who can pull something like that off.
And that's how you defend. Glad we had a chance to see a replay of that block again.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
Here's DeRozan. It's rebounded by Prime Time. And you can attribute the Mavs' rise to stable ownership and some very savvy front office moves.
Yeah, so true, B.A. They've made some great decisions in the draft, for sure. They've been able to find cornerstone players and build solid rosters around them.
DeRozan outside. Doncic against ball. Pass to Williams. Got a piece of it.
They've been unable to hit anything this half. 3 attempts and 3 misses.
Prime time. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. Back on draft night 2017, the Bulls trading away their star, Jimmy Butler.
And what a haul they got from Minnesota. Zach LaVine, the headliner, and he's turned out to be a franchise player. It's tough to win one of those type of deals, but Chicago got a stud.
Finney Smith checked in for the Mavericks. DeRozan passes to Drummond. Inside. And it's blocked right out of the air and controls it.
Boy, they need to pick it up here now. I mean, they're 0 of 4 coming out of the break.
They get it back. Powell. And he battles for the ball. Gets his second chance bucket. Powell's gotten 4 this quarter.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Outstanding dribble drive. And that replay was brought to you by Mobile One.
Yeah, taking the onus on himself to make something happen. Got it into the teeth of the defense and made them pay.
Williams misses.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Bullock, he's checked in for Hardaway. And the Bulls also making a change. Caruso, he's checked in for Williams. Back to Finney Smith. Pass to Primetime. Got it. He's got 40 now.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Yes, it's good.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
Caruso outside. Pass to DeRozan. Second chance effort. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Protecting the rim well. Love the hustle.
Clutch buckets. He's paving the way as they hit the home stretch.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Ball passes to DeRozan. Here's Drummond. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
That's a costly error. Now let's see how they bounce back.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
To the inside. Pass to Primetime. From beyond the arc and then some.
He's putting them to the test this quarter, attacking every chance he gets.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. Here's DeSumo. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Stole it away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Here's Green. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
The first free throw is good. And the Bulls making a change here. Bradley's checked in. Both good from the line that time. And this Mavericks team, Grant, they are loaded up on shooters who can hurt you from outside.
And that's the way they should be built. Force teams to spread out and give Luka space. And when the Mavs get hot from outside, they are dangerous.
To end the run, tipped. Pass to Primetime. Fires for 3. Good! That's another bucket!
Once again, he hits the 50-point mark as he continues to be a force of nature this season.
This performance has tied him for third most 50-point games in a season. He just keeps delivering. And so it's the Dallas map. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
It sure is. I mean, he's a maestro. Great vision, terrific IQ, everything you want in a point guard.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court for the Bulls, getting the fourth quarter going. Derek Jones is out there with Javonte Green. Then it's Kobe White. Then there's Dosunmu. And it's Bradley in at center, filling out the middle. Pass to Bullock. To the middle. Here's Primetime. And he dunks it down.
He's putting the team on his back. Incredible scoring performance thus far.
Outside White. And in international soccer, we see the worst teams relegated to a lower tier. Clark, you think the NBA needs more consequences for losing?
You know, I don't think there are more needed, Brian, when you consider the fact that flattening the lottery odds was a step in the right direction recently. And then you think about the play-in tournament as well. I think that, too, adds a level of disincentive for losing. So right now, I think the NBA is in a pretty good place in terms of dissuading teams from losing.
Pass to White. Back to Green. Knocked loose. Finney-Smith with it. He's picked up by Jones. Prime time. And he banks in the layup. All right, let's take a look at the energy stats. How the hustle game has been going for Dallas.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
First personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for Chicago, Tony Bradley. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. McGee, he's checked in for the Mavericks. And so it's the Mavericks.